Hello, Success Fam. I am here because I wanted to share with you a printable that I have on my website, successmywaycoaching.com. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Lakisha, and I am your Destiny Cheer Captain. I am a life coach, and I'm here to help you with all areas of your life and to find peace, planning, and productivity in your life. So this week, actually for the last couple of weeks, we have been studying money. So I wanted to share how to use a particular printable that's on my website. So if you would like this, all you have to do is go to free resources on my website, and then you can download this. And while you're at my website, make sure you subscribe, because I do send emails to my success insiders about upcoming things, and sometimes I send a personal video to you that no one else gets. So if you are a success insider, you get special information. So make sure when you go to my website, successmywaycoaching.com, of course, print this out, look at the other free printables, and then go ahead and share your email so you can be updated on the stuff that's coming in the future. All right, so excited to share this with you. So this is a monthly budget and a weekly budget sheet. It's together. It's a 2-pager. So I'm going to show you basically how to fill in the monthly, and then also from the monthly, I'm going to show you how to fill in the weekly. So let me just set the weekly aside here. I'm going to put it in this paper holder that way. Okay, so and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use my calculator on my phone to go through this. So the first thing you want to do, so it's in 4 sections. The only thing that's not on here is your savings, and so you'll see me put my savings in the notes because I do use the cash envelope system, so I kind of like foreshadow my savings for the month. Now remember, this is not a weekly, this is a monthly. So and I'm going to try to guesstimate it because we are going to be working in the month of May, and as you can know, May is like 2 weeks from now. So but I want to get a head start on like just planning for May. So I'm going to write for the month, I'm going to write May, and then for the year I'm going to write 2023, and then this is going to be my monthly budget estimate. So I'm going to use my salary, which is my salary for the whole month. So that's for the whole month. And then I'm not going to put my husband's salary on here because he operates differently, and he has a system he uses, and I support him with his system, and I'll tell you about that later. But this is my system. But however, if you have a spouse, you can also put your spouse's salary here, and both you and your spouse can work from this sheet. But this is how I do money, which is totally different from how my husband does it. And so we have managed over the years to figure out how to do this separately and both be satisfied with how the finances are run in the house. So it's only one salary, so I'm just going to keep this total at $8,000. Okay, so then my debt. So there are 3 running debts right now that I am in charge of paying. For the most part, the other debt is my husband is in charge of paying, but I'm just going to share with you the 3 that I'm in charge of paying. And I do have a leasing. I have a leasing agreement debt, and then I have a credit card number 1, and I have credit card number 2. I only have 2 credit cards. If you know my story, I used to have 13, and then I got rid of all of those, and then I purchased these after I cleared my credit because these have cashback incentives, and these I can keep down to 30%, and it will improve my credit. So with my leasing, this is pretty high. Hopefully I will be paying this off soon, but it's pretty high because it was from Christmas. So my monthly leasing budget is $83.62, and then I normally, every time I get paid, I put $100 on these credit cards. So I'm just going to put for the whole month $200 on the credit card 1 and $200 on credit card 2. So when I add up the total here of the total debt for the whole month that I will be paying, plus 383.62 equals, okay, that's 783.62. Okay, 783.62. All right, so that's the total here, and I'm gonna use some color coding here, which helps me out. I like a little color. But I'll show you that in the end. Okay, with the fixed expenses, these are the expenses that we have to pay for the household pretty much every single month. So I just listed them here. So we got rid of cable, and I'm so excited. Now we have YouTube TV. And then we have YouTube TV, which is about $64 a month. And then we have the T-Mobile internet. I don't know how long we're going to keep this internet because I am not happy with this internet right now. But, you know, if it continues to act funny, I don't know. But anyway, that's $55 a month. All right, so then we're going to get into the heavy hitters, which is the mortgage. Our mortgage is $2,540. And then we have electricity. And my budget is pretty high because remember, I have 5 people living here. So you can imagine 5 people with electricity, with all these, it adds up. So this is about $300. Our gas is very low. It's $70, you know, for 5 people. I think that's pretty good. Water is $140. We pay water quarterly, but it's like $140 a month. Everybody taking a bath and everything. And then our phones are pretty high because we do have Apple products. So that's and everybody in our house has an Apple product, including my 7-year-old. He has an iPad. So these are expensive, but we like them. So that's $280. And then lastly, the car notes together is around $560. Okay, so now I'm gonna just add all of those expenses up to see how much I estimate that to be for the month of May. 64 plus 55 plus 2540 plus 300 plus 70 plus 140 plus 280 plus 560 equals, okay, so that's total fixed expenses for the month, pretty high, $4,009. Okay, so then I'm going to go to the variables. These are the expenses that you have control over. So you don't have too much control over these. This is how you live. This is your lifestyle with your fixed expenses. But your variable expenses are the expenses you can control a little better. So of course the number one variable expense for us is food. And then we have house stuff like household products, paper towels, detergent, things like that. Then we have the kids, which we still have 2 kids in school. They need clothes, they need trip money and stuff like that. Then this is the car / gas. So anytime we need oil change or gas or tires rotate or whatever, that's our expense here. Then it's fun. You can't leave fun out because you can't have a budget without fun, because then it becomes like a burden and stressful. So you always have to put fun in your budget. I recommend that always have a line item, just something for fun for you to go and splurge and do something on. And then I always separate eating out from food, because food is what I pay to cook. Eating out is when I don't feel like cooking. So, and then eating out will trump your budget too if you're not careful. Beauty, of course, is self-love for me. And then miscellaneous, which is my favorite category because I can do anything I want with miscellaneous. So these are my categories for the month that I, can't have some type of control over it. So I budget these really easy for me. I don't put really any cents, and I always use whole numbers because that's just easy for me. So food for the whole month, I'm just gonna say 300 because you know, that balances out how much we eat out. 300 for the month to buy food, and then for eating out, I'm gonna put like 200. So that's like $500 a month for food. And then when it comes to everything else, like I'm gonna put the same, almost the same amount. Like household, $50 a week, so I'm gonna put 100. Kids, $50 a week, I'm gonna put 100, and that's give or take. Sometimes it's not that much. For gas and car stuff, I'm gonna put $100 for this month, $50 a week. For fun, I'm gonna also put $50 a week, so I'm gonna put 100. So I have 200 for eating out, so it's like 150 a week for eat out and fun, which I think is appropriate for our family size. And then for beauty, I'm gonna put $50 a week. That may or may not be true, but I do get my nails done once a month, so I can have that there. And then lastly, miscellaneous, where I can spend on anything, I'm going to say $50 a week, so that's 100. So okay, let's see what that comes up to. So let's calculate that. 300 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 200 plus 50 plus 100 equals, okay, so that's 1,050. So I'm going to add that here. And then before I go and like calculate the entire thing, down here I'm going to write a note for my savings because I do use the cash envelope system and I want to save. So I use whole numbers down here. So savings, I want to save $40 a week in every category, and I have 11 categories. So I'm going to put, I want to save $40 times 11. Okay, so what's 40 times 11? 440. Okay, equals $440. So that's how much I want to save this month. Now remember, this is an estimate. I can say more, I can say less, because as I go on each week and do so I do paycheck to paycheck. So every 2 weeks I sit down and calculate. So it may be more or less, but for right now it's 440. So what I'm going to do now, the last part of this, and I'm going to like zoom out so you can see the whole thing. Okay, so the last part of this, now that I figured out my debt, my fixed expenses, my variable expenses, now I'm going to color code. This is where the color comes in, and I need my midliners. Hold on. All right, so for, oh, that's somebody at my door. Okay, so for debt, the total is going to be this. Okay, and and you can use color codes or not, it's up to you. I'm just giving you like some examples of how you can use the sheet. This is my income, and here's the total, which is 8,000. And then this is the fixed expenses, which the total is for about 4,000. And then here is the variable expenses, which the total is about 1,000. And then for savings, I'm going to make savings down here, 440 down here. All right, so now it looks easier to me for me to manipulate with the colors. So now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to think about the income. These are all like outcome, like the things that are going out. And this is part of my cash flow. This is cash flowing in. This is cash flowing out. It's flowing out. Okay, so now I'm going to calculate all the cash that's flowing out. I'm going to calculate debt plus fixed expenses plus variable expenses plus savings. So let me calculate that. So that's 7. Let's go to debt. 783.62 plus 4,009 plus 1,050 plus 440 equals. All right, so that is what I estimate to go out next month from my salary. So I'm going to put this down here at the bottom. It says total estimated, let me make it closer. Okay, total estimated, I just want to say spending equals $6,282.62. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to my income and I'm going to subtract the estimated expenses for the entire month from the income. Okay, so this is how much I estimate to actually spend. So I'm just going to subtract 8,000. I'm just going to say minus 8,000, and it's going to say negative, but it's actually positive. So remaining or joint account equals 1,717.83. Okay, so this is the part that I wanted to tell you about how we do finances in my house, that my hubby will take and add to the rest of the expenses in the main account. He'll add this to the rest of the expenses in the main account, or we'll sit down and discuss what we're going to do with this remainder, okay, for the month. So that is how I'm estimating the month of May. And so I'm going to take this sheet and put it into my budget planner, which is this my Louis Vuitton. I'm going to take the sheet and put it in my budget planner. But before I do, I want to share with you how to now use your monthly to fill in expenses. This says weekly expenses, but I'm going to actually put the word bi-weekly expenses, because I do expenses paycheck to paycheck, not week to week. So, but you might do your expenses week to week, which it will be totally fine. So I'm going to write my name here. And remember, you can get both of these on my website, successmywaycoaching.com. And while you're there, make sure you subscribe so you can become an email insider, and I can share with you all the upcoming information and things that are going on with Success My Way Coaching. It's so exciting. All right, so this is 2023. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. This says expenses, so I'm only going to be working with the variable part right here. And I'm going to take, this is the whole month, but this is bi-weekly. So I'm going to actually split each one of these in half to create a bi-weekly expense estimate here. And it says track down your expenses for the whole week using this weekly budget planner. All right, so let me just write down again the description. Now for the date, I'm going to put May 1st through 15th. I'm going to put May 1st through 15th because, again, this is bi-weekly. It's bi-weekly, okay? So I don't need, like, a date's going all the way down. It's just May 1st through 15th. So I have food. I have house. And I'm gonna get a new pencil just because I like clean pencils. Kids, car/gas, fun, eat out. Now, why am I doing this too is because this helps me with my cash envelope system. So that's how I know how much I want to put in each category, or how I estimate, and you know, give or take, it will be on the same page, and it's just easier for me to get the money out the bank and put it in the envelopes. It's just easy. All right, so for food, monthly is $300, so bi-weekly it'll be $150. So I'm just splitting it in half. House, let me bring this closer. House monthly is $100, so that's $50 bi-weekly. Kids, $50 bi-weekly. Gas, $50 bi-weekly. Fun, $50. Eat out is $100. Beauty is $50, and miscellaneous is $50. So let me add those things up. $150 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 100 plus 50 plus 50 equals 550. All right, I don't feel confident in that. Let me do it another way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 50s. So 6 times 50 equals 300 plus 150 plus 100 equals, okay, 550 it is. I just wanted to make sure. All right, so the subtotal here is that on expenses and with the cash envelope system, I am estimating that I'm going to need to take out of the bank every 2 weeks $550 for these expenses. Okay, so that's basically how I'm calculating what I would need every 2 weeks in the month of May. And this may change each month. I know over the summer I may spend a little bit more money in one category than the other, so this is not the same every month. That's why I like to do it ahead of time. All right, for self-love, I think I'm going to work on trying not to spend too much. However, the only thing that I want to spend something on is graduation, because y'all, I just defended my dissertation. So I am now Dr. Covert. I'm so excited. Dr. Lakisha. So I'm so excited. So I'm going to put for self-love, graduation. And I need 3 things really bad for graduation in the month of May. I need a dress. I need what else do I need? I need a dress. I need my nails done. I do need my nails done for that. And I need transportation for that to get to the graduation in Kentucky. So that's my self-love for the month. Again, just like fun, this box is so important for you to fill out so you won't feel stressed about constraining yourself to your budget, because that's how you make a difference. You constrain yourself to your budget, plus you make sure you add in fun, and it makes you feel really good, I promise. So then for the balance of, say, okay, so if I spend $550 this week, and let me add another $550, okay, that's $1,100. So that's a little more than my $1,050 here. So I'm gonna have to spend $525. I think that's right. 50 minus 1 equals, oh, it's 500. Okay, so the second week, beauty. Oh my gosh, I saw it, y'all. I saw it. Why y'all didn't say nothing? I'm just playing. Beauty should be 25. Okay, that makes this 525. Woo, I'm glad I caught that, baby. This is like being an accountant, honey. You can't get those numbers wrong. All right, 525. Okay, so we got it right. All right, so that leaves me with a remaining balance of 525. Okay. Yep. See, that's why you have to do this too, because you might think you spending something and you really not. This is for next week. Okay, and then notes. What I want to put in the notes section here is just anything else I want to remember. And I am in the middle of like a coins. I'm saving all of my coins, which is a savings challenge. So I want to say do savings challenges. And I'm doing actually two. I'm doing like coins, and I'm doing $1 bills with my little tree. So I'm doing $1 bills with my little tree. So every time I get $1, I shade in a tree and I save it. So, and this can go to anything that I wanted to go to in the savings category here. All right, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of color here. This is the savings, self-love. This is self-love. This is the balance for the following week. And this is notes. Okay, and then we have expenses. All right, just getting out of hand. Getting out of hand. Okay, so anyway. All right, let me back up a little bit. All right, so I'm done. I got my monthly expenses for May. I got my weekly expenses for May. Had a little debacle here, but it worked out. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these two and share it with my husband, and then I'm gonna place it into my budget book here, so I can be ready to go for the month of May. I'm actually just gonna put it back here for right now so I can be ready to go. And that's it. So I hope that helped you with understanding how to use that sheet for your own budget. You can download it anytime you want for free from successbywaycoaching.com. All right, Success fam, I hope that was helpful. I'll see you on Success Saturday. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye.